All right, we were here just mentioning that we are never going to find population variance by hand. So for example, if you want to find sigma squared, which is the population variance, what you're going to do is equal var dot p if you have the most recent version of Excel. If you don't, it'll just be var p, V-A-R-P, right? That actually just finds it for you. It is that easy. You never have to do this big honkin' table again, not for a data set like this. You will have to do a large data table in section 3.3, but we'll get to that then, okay? So population variance, you just say, okay, equals var p of that data. And you can drag it across and it'll find it for the other data set as well. What about population standard deviation? That's equal to STDEV. Okay, now you can see here are all the standard deviations available. Old Excel before 2010 is STDEVP, like that. I've got the newest version, so I can do STDEV.P, but they work the same way. So STDEV.P, and I just tell it B2:B11. That's where my data was. There it is. Look at that. It is the same number, 13.37, that we found over here. These two, those are the same ones as the yellow ones over to the right. Right here. Those two in particular. I didn't bother finding the algebra ones before. Oh, and just FYI, I went in and changed it so that it says algebra exam, and I will upload that so you probably won't even have the typo that was here. It'll say our stats exam instead. Okay, so standard deviation, sigma, would be equal to, hold on. Oops. Is equal to STDEV.P data. Or again, the dot thing might just be for the newest versions of Excel. So if you have an older version of Excel, it's just with no P. Oopsie, no P in there. Okay, what about sigma or S squared? Excuse me, S, oopsie, hold on, squared. That's going to be equal to, now it's a slightly different for old versions and new versions. So let me show you. Equals VAR. Now here are the variances available to us. I want VAR dot S, S standing for sample. That's the newest. If you have the old version, it's just VAR. That's it, VAR. So I've got the new version, so I'm going to do that. Let's say of this data set, enter. There it is. Look at that. I can't even, oopsie. Sorry, I dragged that. There. That's the same as the green values that we found over here. Look, 198, 198. Same thing. Cool, huh? All right, now what about standard deviation? Sample, standard deviation. Oops, all right, hold on. I got lost there. Okay, equals STDEV. Now again, I'm working from the newest version, so I'm going to have the dot .s. If you don't, if you're on the old version, it'll just be STDEV. So I'm going to do dot .s of that data. Oops, there it is. And then I'm going to drag it across so I can have it for both. But these ones were the ones that were from the earlier data set that I already had. So green. Okay, and you can see these numbers right here. Those four numbers are the same four numbers I found over here, but with a whole lot less hassle. Yes, right. Okay, so let me go back here. So for variance for population, I did var.p. And remember, if you're old school Excel, it's just VARP, VARP. Sorry about the exploding P there. And then if it's sample standard deviation, it's, sample variance, it's STDEV. Oh my goodness. Hold on. That's wrong. It's var.s. There we go. var.s for data, right? And again, old school Excel, it's just var, VAR. Okay. And then standard deviation for population is STDEV.P or STDEVP for old school Excel, I believe. And then STDEV for old school Excel, no .s. For newest Excel, it's .s. Okay, so you'll have to pay attention. But honestly, it's real simple. If you didn't notice, Excel just kind of comes up with ideas for you. You know, which variance did you mean? And it'll figure it out. All right, we'll meet up here next time to talk about this more.